So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works, it's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here.
Oh, well measured. No, that's been intercepted. Raul. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. And it's Stojkovic. Well, that'll do under the circumstances. Could move up a gear here. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Quarter of an hour played.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Hernes is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great...
There's the shot! And he's gone direct here. Batistuta. Batistuta showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Knocks it into space. Now it's Stojkovic. Big chance! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Stojkovic deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Rodri. He won't be happy with that one. Pelé. And this is Batistuta. Batistuta. And he's managed to get free. He's having a shot! Well, that has not gone well. Davids is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. Raul threads one in. Oh, that looks a good ball through. Picked out brilliantly. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Zanetti gets into a good position. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's half-time here. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Substitution.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first. Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Milan have taken the lead.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully. That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Milan can breathe again. Just. Pele! It's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
Romario really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
And now he has two. Milan are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Cruyff proves just a little bit too strong. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Lam is one whose deliveries we all know about. Now it's Messi. Takes the shot! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Oh, what has happened here? Zanetti. Caicedo. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, look at the space here. Rodri. Ahead by two and just about into the home straight. Looking for the run. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Some resolute defending there. Rijkaard. And it's Caicedo. Romario. Cruyff. He's picked his way through. Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Oh, that's a great chance from a really swashbuckling run. His manager will be wanting more of that.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So that's got things underway.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it all.
Oh, easy pickings there. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, perfectly measured that. And this is Cruyff. Cruyff with the big header! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Argentina finding themselves unexpectedly behind. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. That has been cut short. Gattuso has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. It's a good-looking delivery. And he gets rid in a hurry. Now it's Bale. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the... Oh, terrible pass. Rijkaard.
That's so good and so often seen nowadays. Don't give them time to think on the ball.
And no, that was never going to make it. Beckenbauer. And it's Messi. And this is Ibrahimovic. Now he's off and running. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Gattuso. Gattuso proves just a little bit too strong. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. And that is out of play. And it's Lahm. Cross flung in towards the middle. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Nesta calmly anticipates. Dida clears. Davids. And it's Thuram. Nesta. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Lahm plays it in. Thuram. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that, and still very much in this game.
Milan, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. And the second half gets underway. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Lam. Now Saliba. Keeper's got good distance on that. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Not the most accurate pass. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Bale looking to get on the end of this. It's a poor throw, that, picked off with relative ease. Oh, sweet feet. Davids. Knocks it out wide. Looking to go deep. Terrific header! No mistake! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
That's terrific aggression, the way he attacked the ball.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up. Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Luis Suarez. Ibrahimovic. And he's intervened well there. Davids. And here's Bale. Just eases him off the ball. Ibrahimovic. And he plays one through. He's found a way through. Oh, he's been flattened there. He's having a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. Nesta did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Flashes it across. And he's there to belt it away. Stood up well to him there. Oh, that pass isn't the best. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Substitution for Milan, number 10, Didier Drogba. Number 23, Bale. Number 21, Pele. Number 26, Davids. Number
Rijkaard.
14, Johan Cruyff.
Milan looking to pass their way through.
Number 11, Cantona. Number 17, Batistuta.
Nicely
Number
weighted ball.
15,
Takes aim and up he goes! Oh, it's a beauty! A finish right from the top draw! And they are cruising away. Devoid of any complexity, but boy, was that certain.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think...
And time is up. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome.
Please join
Lam
me in
picking up the
wishing
Man
all
of the
team
Match
members
award,
without
and those... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So off we go then.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who'll need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
Milan with the corner, there first. Big header! Just off target.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
And here's Son Heung-min. Oh, well played, well played.
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did without the unsung heroes doing the dirty work, and Frank Rijkaard is amongst the very best in the business.
Some say the best ever.
Yep, and I can see why. He's about as sophisticated as players come, and his role covers everything from...
Shot, surely! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Villa clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Milan have the chance to go the other way. Well read, nice interception. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, shooting chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 2 then. Cannavaro gets it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. And the shot! And he comes up trumps again.
Cantona really must be thinking what more he could have done there. It's another inspired save.
Corner number 3 coming up. Cantona! He will be livid with himself. Cruyff. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Played back to the goalkeeper, Dida, the great organiser of defence. Lam. Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. Can he finish? Goal! Milan! And there it is, his 10th goal, his first mini milestone. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Milan have fired themselves in front.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Milan leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. Mateus. Rijkaard. Here's Vitinha.
That was lovely, that.
Oh, that's a very deep... And the shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. It's a good... Climbs up big! And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Milan leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Tries to play it through. Pelé. And it's played in. Oh, what a climb! And that's caused a worry or two.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Oh, that's a key interception. Rijkaard. Milan different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
He goes for a shot! They've scored! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Mateus! It's their second corner of the game. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And claimed it back swiftly. Saliba is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. And he's decided to go for it. Into the arms of the goalkeeper.
Well, if they hope to have any chance of turning this round, they have to abandon their shoot-on-sight policy. It's just not working.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraph.
Tries from a long way out. So what can they make of this? And that has been cut short. Milan perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And it's Berbatov. Engages and forces him off the ball. Davids. Nesta. Davids. Cruyff. He has found a way through. And that's been drilled in. And that has been clubbed away. Pelé. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And that's really well manoeuvred. Rijkaard. Knocks it into space. Oh, played through for the white. He's got tall. Oh, should really have made more of that.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Cruyff. Here's a chance.
There will be 1 minute added
Oh,
time.
fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Milan get their fourth corner. It's a mighty effort! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well.
And that will be it. Milan can probably lay claim to the title of having been the better side here. Certainly more results driven as they went about their business in an efficient manner. Cantona claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
Charity fund.
How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Goes for the shot! Off the post! Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Mateus. And it's Lam. Nedved. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Cantona. And it's Davids. Lam. Knocks it out wide. Pelé. Lam gets into some space. Lam with the clearance. Cruyff. He won't be happy with that one. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making...
Tries a shot! Johan Cruyff, an individual masterpiece! He's got himself an absolute peach. And Milan have the lead. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
And he's only too happy to take that back. Cantona, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Milan are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. And here's Bale. Messi. Aimed beyond the defence.
Messi really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Goes for a shot! Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game.
Yeah, in truth there, it was carelessness and I think a little touch of panic, Peter, in that challenge. That usually leads to something unwanted.
So this to restore parity. A formality, we're level. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
Goal! After 27 minutes is number 10, Lionel Messi.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Nedved wins the duel this time. Vieira. And Mateus. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Nedved. Now it's Cruyff. Nesta simply refused to be outdone there. Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Played out wide. Lam plays it in. And he's taking no chances there. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. That is very well defended. Now it's Messi. They want to be quick to recover this. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Thuram did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Lam. Mateus. And here's Cruyff. And he's managed to get free. And there is the half-time whistle. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time.
Substitution in progress.
There's the whistle then to start the second half. Nedved. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Cruyff. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Cruyff. Great vision. Lam delivers. Up he goes! Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Lam is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Ribery. It's a good run down the right. Lam. Pele. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And it's Ribery. And this is Cruyff. He's got away. Cruyff will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Davids. Milan do have a chance to counter here. Vieira. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Tries to pass it through. He's found a way through. Oh, he's been caught napping.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Lam. And this is Bale. Nedved. Oh, nicely intercepted. Now it's Luis Suarez. That's a little off target. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, important interception. Bale. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And it's Lam. Rijkaard. Just about up to 75 minutes. And that is a little undercooked. And they've got a throw. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to...
Shot, surely! Goal, Milan! And again they hit the front. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
Milan go into the lead.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now or try and finish it off?
Now it's Batistuta. Knocks it into space. Chance for a shot! They've done it! And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Milan go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Stood up well to him there.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Oh, easy pickings there. O'Shea. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and inspiration. A really satisfying... So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I think this guy Scalvini will be the one his teammates look to when the going gets tough here. He's been...
Oh, what a climb! Harmlessly behind. Makaleli. Bellingham. Fernando Torres. Torres stood his ground strongly. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Messi! Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Costa Curta. And it's Messi. Milan are looking to go forward now. Now it's Cruyff. He's found a way through. Cruyff with the... It's a mighty effort! Goal! Milan! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Threads one in. Cruyff. Rijkaard. Searching pass he's played there. There's the shot! And yes, it's there! And once more we are all square. You score, we score!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided. He's had a shot! In for the pieces! Goal! Milan! And again they hit the front. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Schneider. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Thuram. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that's fabulous. Nesta did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Arsenal have their second corner now. And that should get the job done. Danielson. And he's managed to get free. Bellingham receives it in a good position here. Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. Corner number 3 coming up. Keeper has taken decisive action. Nielsen!
Time.
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Perhaps the final meaningful act of the first half.
The keeper is ultra busy in trying to just get...
Messi! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he can clear it away. And it's Bellingham. Out towards the flank. Oh, that's a fine interception. There's the whistle for half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Milan are leading by one in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Well-timed, excellent interception. Lahm. Nicely weighted ball. Beckenbauer kept his eye on it, and he's there. Nielsen. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. And this is Messi, and he's lost his... And Messi! Oh, wonderful, wonderful Lionel Messi! He's got himself an absolute peach. It's level again. What a match we have.
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage. Fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
This is quite a battle.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
He has found the way through. There's a no-nonsense tackle. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Torres. Bellingham. Real chance! They want to be... Oh, it's fallen loose again! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Just off target. And this is Torres. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Messi. And it's Messi. The muscular approach does pay off here. Now it's Torres. Nicely aimed pass. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Snyder. Well, some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick.
Substitutions taking place.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Half an hour gone in the second half. It's a really well-measured ball. O'Shea. Milan looking to pass their way through. Oh, he's found support out wide. Donnarumma claims it without any fuss.
Milan clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And that's put paid to a promising move. Neymar. Fernando Torres! Yes, he's done it! And that has raised the roof! He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
4 added minutes has been
Arsenal
indicated.
complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
4 extra minutes added on. Looking for options for movement. So that's it. It is all over. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the game.
Glad to inform you that
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We have already started here.
In Uli Hoeneß, Peter, I think we have one of Germany.
Rashford! Just a whisker away. And he's only too happy to take that back. Belletti. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Deep cross. Terrific header! Oh, crossbar! And that's going up front in a hurry. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Plays a sharp little ball here. And he's in on goal. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Very nicely done. Crosses it in. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. First quarter of an hour gone. Milan, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Oh, shooting chance!
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Milan are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Now it's Pele. Oh, they could break here, and that could set him on his way. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Rashford. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Pele tries to play it through. Well read, and the danger is averted. And he's cleared it out of harm. Here's a chance! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
Almost half an hour in now. Knocks it into space. He can run onto that. Khan gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Now it's Drogba, looking for the run. He's shifting through the gears here. No foul, says the referee. Adams did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Adams gets rid without sophistication and claimed it back swiftly. Zico, and that is a little undercooked. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Milan go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Milan definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
And here's Drogba. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Nesta is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Team still separated by the game's only goal. Stood up well to him there. Lam. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they've settled for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Schneider. No, he refuses to take the bait. And he's forced to go back. Nesta. Davids. Thuram. Nesta. Dida punts it upfield. Great vision. Zico. He's picked his way through. Delivers the ball. Maldini attempts a clearance. And that... He's gone for goal. De Jong. That's a sharp pass. Cruyff.
There they go, hunting again. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Ah, that's a fine interception. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And back to the goalkeeper, Dida, the great organiser of defence. Milan, moments now away from seeing this one out. Dida sends that a long way. Can he get it through? And here's Rashford. And it's Snyder. Can he get on the end? It's Rashford! Now, who's going to be first to this? Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Pele claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Any reflections on what you've seen? So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We have already started here.
Javier Zanetti will be having a very busy game for sure, Peter. He'll be raiding the flanks all game long, if he's allowed to, of course. But if he starts beating people and getting balls into the box consistently, I can only see one winner here.
And he does it with such an unassuming demeanour. He makes the ordinary look beautiful, doesn't he?
He does, absolutely. His game is just laced with moments of sheer brilliance.
And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Lam lays it forward. And that has been cut short. Thuram. Rui Costa. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision. Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very close.
Decent chance! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And they've got rid. Stood up well to him there.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Milan are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Drogba gets on the end of things as a matter of habit.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And this is Rui Costa. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Rui Costa. No, that's been intercepted. Azar. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, that was vital. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's Messi.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Out of play for a goal kick. Lovely pass, but can he get there? A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Mbappe! And this is Rui Costa. O'Shea getting this one clear. So we've reached the hour mark. Rui Costa. Can he finish? It's bounced back off the post. It's there. The breakthrough arrives at last. Hazard at his razor-sharp best there.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn...
He's got tall. Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
No way through there. Now it's Rui Costa. It's a good run down the right. Messi. Cruyff. Milan finding... Oh, shooting chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Tries a shot! And yes, it's there! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Milan grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. Gets his head on it!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Lahm plays, he gets big! Oh, it rattles the bar! Firm header just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Minutes has been indicated.
2 minutes to be added on. Cruyff. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And we're done. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. O'Shea voted man of the match. Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash. And no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Saliba, totally focused today, as always, as he has been throughout the 499 appearances he's made up until this one.
Well, he's a special professional who's done a sterling job to keep himself at the top of his game for oh so long. His durability and his mental strength have been a constant. And
oh, what a climb! And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. And it's Otto, looking to play him in. Oh, well played, well played. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Milan are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Nice interception, well timed. Jordi Alba is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Spread out to the left. Oh, he's found support out wide. It's a mighty effort! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Messi receives it in a wide position. Messi proves just a little bit too strong. He has found the way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side. Del Piero! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Del Piero is offering a wry smile there.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Zico goes short, and here's Zico. He's making a real surge on the left. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Now the ball's gone astray. Son Heung-min. De Bruyne. Suarez finds himself offside. Son Heung-min aimed beyond the defence. Hernes still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Looking for the run. Maldini cuts it out. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
The ball has bounced loose now.
Will be 1 minute added time.
Can he get it through? Oh, he's bustling through here. Oh, shooting chance! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, Peter, there's only one team in it. They might not have made the most of their chances so far, but I see no signs of frustration creeping in. Maybe a bit of fine-tuning.
It's Zico!
Zico really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment.
Neymar. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Zico. Zico cuts a frustrated figure right now. He's having a go! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
He's got away. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this.
Someone's eyeing this up with real belief here.
That's a half-decent try.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Looking for a runner. Neymar in acres of space out wide. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. And this is Messi. He's shifting through the gears here. Messi.